Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dhammang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami. Piehi vipayogo dukkho. Departure of the loved ones, dear ones, is dukkha. Good evening, everybody. I am glad to see you all this evening and be here with you all tonight to deliver this special Dhamma talk in memory of our dear departed Nilaya. We all are here through this Zoom technology to perform a special meritorious deed, which is called the excellent gift, Dhamma Dana, with the intention of sharing merit with Mr. Neil Hevapatirana, our dear departed Neelaya, who passed away 3 months ago. He was the beloved husband of Nalini Hevapatirana, father of Nisansala, brother of Ranji and brother-in-law of Anoji. Mr. Neelaya led a harmless, peaceful, righteous life. He worked hard and earned righteously. If we want to live righteously, we all have to earn righteously. That is the Buddhist principle. As he earned righteously, he led a life, quite a happy life, together with his beloved wife, Nalini, daughter Nisansala, relatives like Sarat, Daya, Ranji, Damayanti, Anoji, and some close friends. While living among us, he engaged in very many meritorious activities too. I personally know well and I can remember well how he helped us at Samatha Vipassana Meditation Center, established in 2006 under my guidance in Edmonton, Alberta. Friends, however much we have done meritorious deeds, we have to understand clearly the departed ones. They must have done good deeds, but it is our responsibility, sort of obligation, to do more and more meritorious deeds again and again and share with our dear departed ones. That is why tonight we all are here. As Buddhist and cultured as well as civilized people, friends, this is how we pay our tribute and be grateful to our dear departed ones. As the Buddha said, as close friends and relatives, this is our unrefusable, undeniable, indisputable responsibility. This means we are quite obliged to do this type of meritorious deeds again and again and share merit with our dear departed ones. Since we have dear departed one to share merit with, tonight our topic for this Dhamma talk is the dear departed. The dear departed. However, there's no connection at all to the drama written by Stanley Horton, The Dear Departed. Friends, as the Buddha said in the Tirokuddha Sutta, after one's departure, he or she, if he or she is born in a woeful state, in a purgatory life, then one is totally helpless and innocent. Then one has to come to their own people. As they are innocent, as they are helpless, they come and expect merit. Whenever they come and expect in merit, if we do not do any meritorious deed and share merits with them, then they are helpless. They are waiting for 7 days. That is why we normally do good deeds and share merit with the departed ones within 7 days. But today we are doing this after 3 months. Not only the particular one who are expecting merit from us, there may be more in this sansaric journey. They are expecting merit from us. Whoever expecting merit, it is our responsibility to do meritorious deeds again and again and share merit with the departed ones. Once the Buddha said, Katanyu katavedi puggalo dullabo lokasmin, means in this world, the grateful people are rare. Being such a grateful wife to her beloved husband Neil, and being exemplary to many in society, our Nalani Akka organized this wonderful meritorious session in this evening together with her daughter Nisansala and close relatives like Ranji and Anoji. We all can appreciate this effort. We all should thank and bless upon them being so kind to do this meritorious deed together with us. As I see, they are doing this wonderful meritorious deed with right understanding the significance of meritorious deeds. So it is our duty, sort of our responsibility, to share merit with the departed ones. After one's death, if we simply spend days and nights crying, weeping, wailing, that is not the Buddhistic attitude. That is not how the Buddhist should face situations. We have to understand reality. We have to understand the nature of ourselves and the nature of the world. When we understand the change, especially the change in nature of the world, we can face the situations properly. We can understand reality. When our dear ones, near ones depart us, then we have to be more calm. We have to face such occasions mindfully, having understood the nature of life. Once the Buddha said, Anabbito tato aga, ananunyato ito gato, yata gato tata gato, tatta ka paridevana. Uninvited he came here, without leave he departed. He went just as he came. So why lament? Again, the Buddha said, Daharacha mahantacha ye bala ye cha pandita sabbe machu asangyanti sabbe machu parayana. The young and the old, the foolish and the wise, all move in the grip of death. All finally end in death. In this manner, we have to understand the nature of our life. We all are born to this world. We all were born to this world. Therefore, we all have to face death. That is the nature. Sabbe satta marissanti. The Buddha said, all beings die, not only ourselves. All beings, whether they are footless beings, 2 feet beings, 4 feet beings, or many feet beings, they all have to die. Why? They all were born to this world. Once we are born, death is inevitable. Death is unstoppable. Friends, it is our responsibility. We have to understand that. Once the Buddha gave a discourse named Patu Bhava, means manifestation, where the Buddha pointed out 6 different things, rare things, manifestations of rare things in the world. 6 different things. The Buddha said, first one, manifestation of the Buddha in the world is rare. You know, the Buddhas are born after long time, eons and eons after. Secondly, manifestation of the right persons who teach the real Dhamma and Vinaya taught by the Buddha are rare in the world. Third, manifestation of the persons in the noble one's state are rare in the world. Fourth, manifestation of the persons with unimpaired, unaffected sense faculties are rare in the world. Fifth, manifestation of the persons without stupidity, but intelligence and wise are rare in the world. Finally said, manifestation of the persons with desire for doing wholesome activities are rare in the world. You see, the manifestation, this the sixth one, I want to emphasize that. The Buddha said, manifestation of the persons with desire for doing wholesome deeds, good deeds are rare in the world. We can be happy. We can be very happy that we have the desire to do more and more good deeds. That is why we got together to do this wonderful meritorious deed and share merit with the departed ones. Whenever we are born, we have to face death. Once we die, what happened? It is to be understood. Once we die, then we'll have to be born somewhere according to what we have done here. What we have done here means bodily, verbally, and mentally. We are all the time we are doing activities, different activities through our body, bodily, verbally, and mentally. We are doing things. Whatever we are doing intentionally, volitionally, whatever we are doing are called karma. There are three types of karma. They are called abhisankhara. Karma are called abhisankhara. Abhisankhara, apunya abhisankhara, punya abhisankhara, ananja abhisankhara. There are three. Karma, chetana, sanchetana, sankhara, abhisankhara, all these terms are synonyms. Whatever we have accumulated as karma, we have to reap the results. We accumulate them as causes, as reasons, as seeds or roots. Once we have seeds, then we have to expect results. Cause and effect. If we have done more and more bad deeds, unwholesome deeds, then we will have to reap the results in hells. In hells. Then if we have done good deeds, more and more good deeds, then we will have to reap the results in heavens. If we have developed our mind as jhana, through jhana, as the result, we will have to be born in either material Brahma world or immaterial Brahma world. Friends, all these are called samsara. We are wandering in samsara. There are 31 realms. If we are doing again and again such karma, we will have to be born in these places and reap the results. We are not escaped from samsara. The Buddha did not want to encourage us to wander in this samsara. It is a cycle, sansaric cycle. Buddha wanted to stop this sansaric journey. Therefore, the Buddha taught us the Dhamma, real Dhamma. The way to samsara is called karmic marg or karmic way. The Buddha's teaching is not the karmic way. It is the dharmic way. It is the Dhamma way. All Buddhas teach us the real Dhamma to stop this sansaric journey. As we are living in this society, if we are doing good deeds, if we are practicing the Dhamma taught by the Buddha, then we can stop this sansaric journey and attain supreme bliss of Nibbana here in this very world. For this purpose, Buddha taught us a way which is called the middle way, middle path. As Buddhists, we should follow this path. Buddha taught this path avoiding two extremes: sensual indulgence and self-mortification. Friends, when we practice this Dhamma, we all can be happy here and hereafter. Here and hereafter. The Buddha said, the doer of good deeds rejoices here and hereafter. It's opposite. The doer of bad deeds, unwholesome deeds, grieves here and hereafter. That is why we have to do good deeds again and again to be happy here and hereafter. Not only ourselves. If we are leading a good life, righteous life, doing meritorious deeds, good deeds, developing virtues, then we can be happy by ourselves. And at the same time, even our dear departed ones, they themselves become happy. If we live righteously, virtuous life, then our departed ones become happy. Seeing us, they become happy. Not only that, even the devas, they become happy. So everybody can be happy. That is why we have to lead dharmic life, good life. When we live dharmically, virtuously, we have to practice three things. We have to do three things. What are the three things? Sila, Samadhi, and Panya. Of the three, the first one is Sila. Friends, Sila is very important. Once the Buddha said, living one single day, moral and meditative, is better than living 100 years, immoral and uncontrolled. Morality is Sila. Sila for you all as laypersons, you know, the laypersons' daily precepts are the 5 precepts. As laypersons, you all are supposed to understand 5 precepts properly and observe 5 precepts. Then you can be happy that you are virtuous. You abide by certain rules. You have some sort of principles. principles are very important for life. The 5 precepts, everybody, each and everybody knows this. 5. Killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, false speech, and taking intoxicants. These are wrong side. We have to observe, we have to abide by the rules, and we should refrain from doing these things. Refraining from killing, refraining from stealing, refraining from sexual misconduct, refraining from false speech, refraining from taking intoxicant. This refraining is important. Our people, as Buddhists, ceremonially they observe precepts, 5 precepts. Friends, when observe 5 precepts, we have to understand clearly there are 3 ways to practice this. Five precepts are to be understood clearly and practiced properly. If we practice this properly, we have to understand these 3 ways that we break the precept. If we simply recite Panatipata Veramani Sikkapadang Samadhyami, simply recitation is not enough. If we really want to observe it, want to practice, we have to understand that not only refraining is only one side of the precept. Let's take the first one first. Refraining from killing. Refraining from killing, that is only one side. But simply being refrain, we can ask somebody else to do that for us. Normally, some people do this. If the parents are reluctant to kill, suppose a snake around, then the parents say that we are observing seal, we can't do that. So the parents encourage their children to do that. You get somebody else to do that. So you can, one side, the first, we think that we are refraining. We don't do, I don't do, but I can get somebody else to do for me. That itself is wrong. That is the second side. Refrain from killing and do not get somebody else to kill for you. That is the second side. The third side, the third way, third aspect is that we don't kill ourselves. We don't ask somebody else to kill. It's all right. But there are some people, they encourage killing. They help killing, help different ways. They approve killing, approving killing. That itself. So killing, get somebody else for killing, and approving killing. All these 3 sides, we have to be mindful to stop all these 3. Only then your first precepts are pristine, pure. Otherwise, you are breaking the precepts. First precept. Not only the first precept, the second one. Second one also. You can simply refrain from stealing, but you can ask somebody else to steal for you. Or you can approve stealing. Oh, that's wrong. That is how you break your precepts. You have to refrain from stealing, refrain from getting somebody else to kill, somebody else to steal, and approving stealing. You have to refrain from all three. That is how you become pristine, pure with that precept, the second precept, which is refraining from stealing. Third one is refraining from sexual misconduct. You yourself think that it is not good, so you refrain from sexual misconduct. But you can ask somebody else to do that. You help others to do. You encourage others. You approve it. So that's wrong. So all the three ways you have to reframe. You have to understand that it is wrong. If it is wrong, you should not do such thing. Then your heart is clear. Your mind is clear. You are not doing such deed. Your sila is very clear sila, pure sila. The fourth one. Fourth one is telling lies. You can tell lies yourself, or you can ask somebody else to do for you, or you can approve it. So all the three ways. If you are breaking the precepts. Therefore, we have to refrain from that. The fifth one. The fifth one is taking intoxicant. Whatever drugs or liquor, intoxicated, strong liquor, drug. You can take yourself. You can ask somebody else to do, to help others. You approve others. You help. You are supporting. You are providing something. You encourage it. All the three ways you are breaking the precept, friends. That is why we have to refrain from all this. If you can refrain at least one, say for instance, you might think that, oh, how can I do this? Suppose you can do all this first. Start with one. Start with one, the first one. First one first. You can refrain from killing. Keep determined that I will never do this. I will never kill. Then do not kill. Do never ask somebody else to kill. Do not approve killing. Do not support by any means. Killing is wrong. Even an ant. If you kill even an ant, it is killing. It is not good. It is not the Buddhist way. Buddhist should not kill. Not only killing, other precepts are the same. That is how we observe 5 precepts. If we can observe 5 precepts in this manner, we ourselves can be happy. Then, as I said earlier, your departed ones, your dear departed one becomes happy. Devas becomes happy. Devas, deities, angels, they become happy. Whoever, by seeing, by hearing, they can become happy. That is why, friends, we have to start with Sila. These 5 precepts are very important because the 5 precepts, now you know there are different precepts for laypersons, they have 5 precepts, 8 precepts, 9 precepts, 10 precepts, like that. We don't want to worry about all these things. All these 10, either 10, 9, 8, 9, 10. Don't worry about this. Take only these 5. If you take only these 5 and refrain completely, entirely, totally, refrain, stop, observe pristine, pure Sila, your Sila become a Sila dear to the noble ones, which is a must for the high levels, when you high levels of the holy life. You know, there are 4 stages of the holy life: stream enterers, once returners, non-returners, and arahants. First, we have to come to the first one, first level, stream enterer. When you come to that stage, the Buddha said, your Sila, 5 precepts, not the 10 precepts, 8, 9 precepts, like that, not them, only the 5 precepts. If you have clear, pure 5 precepts, that itself enough. That itself enough for the attainment of enlightenment, until the attainment of enlightenment. The Buddha clearly said this in the 5 fearful animosities. The discourse name 5 fearful animosities. Fear and animosities. Pancha Bhaya Vera Sutta. There's a discourse in the Samyutta Nikaya, connected discourses. Buddha said in this particular discourse, as Anatha Pendika went to the monastery and sat aside after respecting the Buddha. Then the Buddha said, if one has no fear to the 5 fearful animosities, if one has 4 qualities of the stream enterer, if one has clearly seen and penetrated the noble method, such a person can declare that he can declare, like, I am free from health, I am free from animal realms, I am free from Preta world, hungry ghost realm. I have attained the stream as the stream enterer. Definitely, certainly, I will attain full bliss. That is his or her declaration. In this particular discourse, the Buddha said, if you are free from the 5 fearful animosity, Pancha Bhaya Vera, Pancha Bhaya means 5 fear. What are the 5 fears? 5 fears are the 5 precepts. If you are engaged in breaking these 5 precepts, then if you are killing beings, stealing, engaged in sexual misconduct, engaged in telling lies, if you are taking intoxicants again and again, or ask somebody else to do or helping others or approve, then you are engaged in this breaking these things. If you are completely stopping this, and if you can abide by the rules, abide by these rules, then you have no fear. Otherwise, all the time you have fear and sort of fear and terror in you, because you are breaking the precepts every day. As laypersons, we have to abide by these rules. Then your heart is pure heart. The mind is clean mind, clear mind. Therefore, you can come to the state of serenity, calmness. You have no stress, no distress. You are calm. You are peaceful. Why? Your sila is good. If you have good sila, as the Buddha said, you have no fear, no 5 fears. That is, in order to come to the state of stream entry, one has to have these three things. What are the three? You have to be free from these 5 fearful animosities. Means your 5 precepts should be very clear. Your 5 precepts are clean, pure, clear, fear. You have no fear. 5 precepts are pure precepts. Your sila is very good. That's the first thing. Second one is you have to have unwavering confidence in the Buddha, unwavering confidence in the Dhamma, unwavering confidence in the Sangha, and you have to have noble, the sila, which is dear to noble ones. Friends, that sila, dear to noble ones, is nothing but 5 precepts. That is why I said 5 precepts. If you abide by this, if you have very pure 5 precepts, you can attain enlightenment. Until the attainment of enlightenment, 5 precepts are enough. That is my point here. So, next, the third one is we have to see and penetrate. We have to see clearly and penetrate the noble method. Noble method. What is that noble method? That is the dependent origination. So if we have no fear at all with these 5 precepts, whenever we think of 5 precepts, we have no fear of it. Then if we have unwavering confidence in the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha, and if we have Aryakanta Sila, the Sila which is dear to noble ones, that is again 5 precepts. Then if we know clearly and penetrate, if we can penetrate the dependent origination, then the Buddha said, you yourself can declare your state, your mental state. What is that mental state? You can stop your samsaric journey. As I said earlier, if we accumulate karma, we have filled backpack. With that backpack, we'll have to go in samsara. But if we can practice the Dhamma, we can stop this. It is to be stopped here, not nowhere else. We cannot stop this samsaric journey after going to the hills, after going to the heavens, after going to the other realms like material or immaterial world. Nowhere. We have to be here. This sansaric journey can be stopped only here in this very world. Therefore, friends, we have to practice the Dhamma. When we practice the Dhamma in this manner, Buddha said, you can declare that from this day I stop, as I have reached the state of stream entry, now from this day I will not be born in hells. That assurance is given. I will not be born in hells. For us, as worldlings, we cannot say this. But the one who entered the path as a stream enterer, Sotapanna, can declare that from this day I stop my sansaric journey. Maximum I will be born 7 times. I will stop from this day. I will not be born in hells. I will not be born in animal realms. I will not be born in hungry ghost realm. It is certain, it is definite that I will attain full enlightenment. That is how one can declare about oneself. It is because of practicing the Dhamma. Friends, this is why we all have to understand clearly the significance of the teachings of the Buddha. Buddhas are rare beings in the world. They teach us the real Dhamma. As if we practice the Dhamma according to the teachings of the Buddha, first we have to abide by certain rules, and we have to observe Sila. Secondly, we have to practice serenity, meditation, samadhi. Without samadhi, without serenity, we cannot practice insight. Buddha's teaching of meditation, Buddha taught us a very clear technique of meditation, which is called tandem meditation, both serenity and insight together. When we practice meditation, we can calm down ourselves, then we can switch to insight. That is the teaching. That technique is to be understood and practiced, developed in our daily life. That is what the Buddha said. When we practice insight, we can develop our wisdom too. So, Sila, Samadhi, Panya, that is the path, the Noble Eightfold Path. When we practice the Noble Eightfold Path in this manner, we can come to to understand the 4 noble truths as they really are. Suffering, the cause of suffering, the cessation of suffering, and the path leading to the cessation of suffering. That is what is called right knowledge. Right knowledge. If we have right knowledge, we can come to the last step, last stage of the 10-fold path, which is right liberation. In this manner, if we are practicing the Dhamma, we can experience this Dhamma. Only humans can do this. Humans can do this properly, unlike all other beings. We are so fortunate to be born here as humans, which is a rare thing. The Buddha pointed out to be born as human is a rare. Kicho Manussa Patilabo. Kichang Machana Jivitang, Buddha said, leading the life as a human is a rare thing. Friends, we got this wonderful opportunity to be born as humans. Therefore, we can practice this Dhamma. Let's all think of this Dhamma. Think of the real teachings of the Buddha. If we practice the Dhamma, there's a clear way to end this whole mass of suffering, unsatisfactoriness, distress, stress, and attain full enlightenment. In accordance with the teachings of the Buddha, it is a very clear-cut method, system. Therefore, let's all understand this wonderful Dhamma, the teachings of the Buddha, and practice this in our daily life. Friends, let's all understand it clearly that however much we love, dear, delight, affectionate to our departed ones, they will never come back to live with us as they were. They have their own lives. They have their own lives now. They are in samsara. They might have been born in good places like heavens, like the Brahma world. There are 20 Brahma worlds, 6 heavens. Our departed ones may have been born there, but still they are in samsara. As long as we are in samsara, we all have to suffer, because suffering is all over, like a flood. It's all over. Suffering is all over. What we can do is performing meritorious deeds like this and share merit with our departed ones. Whenever, wherever possible, let's do good deeds again and again and be happy. Let's become happy here and hereafter. Let's share merit with our dearly departed relatives. Such deeds, if we can share our merit with our departed ones, such deeds will helpful for both for the departed ones as well as to all those who are living. So tonight we all got together and did this wonderful meritorious deed with the intention of sharing merit with the departed, our dear departed Nilaya. By the power of this merit, may his sansaric journey be peaceful. May he receive what he needs. If he is lacking anything, may he receive what he needs. By the power of all this merit, may he attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. With that thought, let's all together say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now, let's share merit with the Devas and the departed ones. As we all got together, we did this wonderful meritorious deeds. As the Buddha said, Sabba Dhanang Dhamma Dhanang Jinati. of all dana, Dhamma dana, gift of Dhamma. Gift of Dhamma excels all other gifts. So we did this wonderful meritorious deed. We share this merit with him. May he rejoice this merit. By the power of all this merit, may he attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. With that good thoughts, let's recite the stanza to share merit. Idang me ñāti nang hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Idang me ñāti nang hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Idang me ñāti nang hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Let's share merit with the devas. May all deities, all devas rejoice this merit. May they protect us by the power of all this merit. May they attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. With that good thoughts, let's recite the stanza to share merit with the devas, with all beings. Ittavata cha amhehi sambhatang punya sampadang. Sabbe deva anumodantu, sabbe bhuta anumodantu, sabbe satta anumodantu, sabbe sampatti siddhya. Akasattha ca bhummatta deva naga mahiddhika. Punyang tang anumoditva cirang rakkhantu loka sasanang. Cirang rakkhantu dhamma desanang. Cirang rakkhantu mang parang. Devo vassatu kalena sassa sampatti hotu ca. Pito bhavatu loko ca raja bhavatu dhammiko.